Brian Waller, president of the Technology Association of Iowa. Now, more than ever, Iowa companies are seeing themselves as technology companies. With me today is Jim Alcombright, who is executive vice president of digital and platforms at Corteva. First of all, Jim, for those of people that don't know that are listening, what does Corteva do?
Sure. So good morning, Brian. I'm happy to be here and representing Corteva. So Corteva is a pure play. It's the only pure play agricultural sciences company. We have three major business platforms, and they include our seed platform, which many in Iowa know according to our Pioneer brand, crop protection, and then also our digital business, which is known as Granular.
Great. How are you and your team adapting and propelling your organization during this time with the use of technology?
Yeah, the old saying of we should live in interesting times has certainly come true. There's more to that one. Couple of things. So first and foremost, we were very lucky in that we've developed an infrastructure and a series of architectures along data and our software engineering practices that I'll say is very contemporary. So in order to enable the business, we were able to quickly scale at capacity and capability globally. We use a series of cloud architectures, primarily through Microsoft Azure for ourselves, although not alone. Series of diversified collaboration platforms, including both Zoom and Microsoft Teams. And that enabled us to very quickly expand our capability and capacity to meet the global needs for things like virtual private networks, et cetera, where all of a sudden the elastic workplace or the virtual workplace became the norm. And I think one of the things that it did in order to help IT and enterprise IT propel the business forward is we had the opportunity to shift from some of our digital programs and quote unquote transformation efforts that we often hear with CIOs and IT organizations. Those are major programs. People often wonder what they are. They became not just an enablement, but they became the way to do business. So in Corteva, we have a lot of traditional relationship management with our reps, our farmers and our growers, as well as some of our peer organizations where face-to-face is often the way to do business. That will always be true for Corteva. Those are critical relationships. That said, we now had a need. There was no other way to do it than digitally. So we had to enable e-signatures for invoicing on personal devices very quickly. This wasn't something that we could plan and do a rollout in a matter of months. We had to do it in a matter of days for our commercial units. We did that. Providing advanced analytics, dashboarding, visualization capabilities for our supply chain in ways that allowed us to ship quicker than we would have from manufacturing sites in the past. So I think there's both the foundational enablement of the business, and then also to your question of propelling the business forward, we're able to do that through a series of digital activities that otherwise I think would have been a little longer in their duration.
Can you talk about positive change or innovation that's happened during this crisis?
Yeah, so actually the last point around e-signatures, it seems like a pretty basic one, but actually when we go out there, it changed our business process. Like I said, in a matter of about 2 weeks, we were able to stand up an agile team that had familiarity with some of our products and signatures, put things together, and now all of a sudden our growers could take receipt via their own device, sign for it, and close. So that's one way. Another way, quite frankly, has been the use of collaboration platforms. I mentioned too, Zoom and Teams. Initially, people thought of those as, well, they're fallbacks if we can't get together. They've allowed us to innovate in ways that we didn't think of before. The elasticity of the workday, which you and I have talked about previously offline, that's not an interruption, that's an opportunity for us. So when we run our sprints, the agility is now accompanied by an elasticity and a flexibility of the workday that allows people to contribute around the clock. And that's really seen us be able to create quicker and more efficiently. So co-location and co-creation has turned from the physical aspect into a virtual one. And that shift has happened actually more seamlessly than I would have anticipated. We thought that it would take a while and that we'd see dips. really overall, we've seen efficiency gains.
So what does the future hold for Corteva having gone through this pandemic and this crisis?
Yeah, Brian, thanks for asking. I think the future is bright for Corteva. Our business looks strong, and on the digital and IT side, we have tremendous opportunities in front of us on the commercial front, the supply chain front, and on analytics and automation, being able to enable those things. So I think you'll see the ecosystem and the digital ecosystem in ag and beyond build out further, and we're looking forward to contributing to that.
Well, great. Well, Jim Alcombright from Corteva, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for all you're doing for the Iowa technology community and Iowa technology as a whole. Thanks, Jim. Have a great day.
Absolutely. Thanks, Brian. Stay safe.